Go in there. He's doing his podcast.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Successfully Failing Podcast. It's 2018. Want to wish everybody a Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Hope Santa got you everything you wanted. So we're in the house with Chris. Yeah, like everybody heard that. Chris says too sweet. And with the one and only Xavian, the king of Hug City.
Hey man, hey, what's happening? How you doing?
And this is yours truly, the cornball Danny. And Royal Rumble is on January 28th, but who cares about that?
Yeah, FTRR.
Word. You know what that means, right, Chris?
Fuck the Royal Rumble.
Anyways.
It's always with his agenda with this guy.
Yeah, we're not here to talk about the crap fest that is probably going to be the Royal Rumble. We're here to talk about Wrestle Kingdom 12.
She was crap too. Nah, I'm playing. Relax, I'm playing.
This is the show that you watch a match. First match of the night. Damn, this is match of the year candidate. Second match. Damn, this is match of the year candidate. It's like, yo, every other match, these guys are saying, hold my beer.
Yeah, just excuse Danny for a minute, all y'all veterans, because this is his first full Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, it's my first full Wrestle Kingdom.
So, yeah, he didn't know what he was getting into.
Yeah.
I tried to warn him.
I had no idea. But, yeah, dude, I mean, all right, so from top to bottom, it was solid. It was awesome. I mean, this is their biggest show of the year. So if you don't get a lot of quality during the year, which you damn well do, they're giving it to you at Wrestle Kingdom, and they fucking did. And it's crazy that you have, you know, like I said, this is their biggest stage. This is their Super Bowl. This is their WrestleMania, and from top to bottom, everything is solid, like everything. And it's a shame that with the WrestleMania, you know, nowadays you get maybe one or two good matches. You might get one great match. Chances are that match might not even be on the main card. Might be on their kickoff show, their kickoff show.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but most people won't understand that, you know, because they don't see anything past Roman Reigns. You know, he's the truth. If you don't like him, you're hating on him. You know. But yeah. So as my first Wrestle Kingdom, I was not disappointed at all, man. I mean, you know, I had no doubt in my mind that this was going to be awesome from top to bottom. Even the matches that you really didn't care about, they still managed to shine, and that's the beauty of this company, man. And you know, they may not have the look as far as the WWE does with their production, but it's bigger than that. You know, they don't have to have entrances. They don't have to have. You can watch New Japan with no commentary. Mm-hmm. And it's just solid. And like I always say, you haven't experienced wrestling until you've watched it with Japanese commentary.
That's true.
Yeah, like I know everybody wants to hear what they're saying, but I mean, if you're already familiar with everybody there, then I would suggest watching a couple events in with the Japanese commentary if you have access to that, or if you're watching it for the second time. Like, I just watched Wrestle Kingdom for the first time, and I'm gonna watch it again this weekend, and I'm gonna watch it in Japanese. Cause I mean, I love Don Callis. I forgot the other guy's name. Kevin Kelly. I love those guys. Don Callis is probably one of the best commentators ever. But those Japanese guys, man, they make you feel that shit. Like, with their reactions and yeah. And shout out to one of the greatest to ever do it in Red Shoes. That is their main event referee. And that guy, I mean, he has it all, man. He has it all. It's like he shows emotion. He gets into it. You know, they're allowed to do that in New Japan and in other promotions. You know, WWE, you can't do it unless Vince tells you.
You're not there to see the refs, right?
No, you're not. But I mean, they're part of it. You know, and this is not sports like, you know, basketball and football where, you know, it's referees are not gonna take over the show, but the fact that they, you know, like I don't know. From the first second I saw Red Shoes, I thought he was awesome. I remember, I think it was who was it that I think it was Naito was telling him to hold the rope for him. He told him suck it. I was oh, that was great. And I finally got around to seeing that AJ Styles and Shinsuke match. Whew. We watched that before the real AJ Styles and Shinsuke. Even though surprisingly they let them get away with wrestling the way they do in WWE for the most part, kind of. But all right, so let's break down from top to bottom. So we had the pre-show, which was their
Royal Rumble.
yeah, the little Royal Rumble. Nothing, no implications really. Just an entertainment match. People to fill in the seats and kind of whatever. Just throw people in there. You get some surprises and it was entertaining. I mean, you don't expect much from it, but there was a couple surprises. I like how Yushin Thunder Liger was in it.
He's always going to be in it.
Yeah, it's always cool seeing him wrestle, no matter what. Who else?
I was surprised at hell when I saw him wrestle in NXT. I was like, oh shit.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was, I think, was Takeover Brooklyn 2?
Oh shit, yeah, damn, I forgot about that. Wow.
Yeah, he wrestled Tyler Breeze.
Yeah. Oh wow, damn. Yeah, that was. I gotta go watch that again. I forgot about that match. But yeah, so pretty much there was a couple surprises. There was one dude, I don't know his name, but he's like a cancer patient. Cancer patient? Cancer survivor. And Cheeseburger was in it again. Man, Cheeseburger is the
He's the MVP of that shit.
Yeah, dude, he would have won it if it wasn't for that dude, the cancer survivor. I'm not mad at that at all. I mean, hey.
Jake, right?
Nah, there's a wrestler. His name is Cheeseburger, but he's like as skinny as me.
Oh, okay.
Compared to most wrestlers, and he's actually talented. But
No, I was just asking because I think Jake online he goes by Cheeseburger.
yeah, that's his PlayStation. Yeah,
That's what you guys were talking about.
yeah,
Freaking Jake.
Yeah. Yeah. Jake's an idiot. If he hears this, yeah. But it was pretty cool. It was entertaining. Nothing crazy.
Chris,
Damn it.
when you have a chance, text me with your number. I need your number.
Word. That's important. 21. All right. So yeah. So pretty much that ended off with I wish I knew his name, and I feel like an asshole, but I'm not familiar with a lot of these guys. So
The guy who won it?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't remember his name.
Well, it's not like anybody's
He was
listening to this
before my
anyways, but-
time since I started watching JPW. So.
Yeah, but yeah, so that was it. Cheeseburger put on the show. Pretty cool. So the first match to kick off the actual Wrestle Kingdom was the Junior Tag Team Championship match between the defending champions Sho and Yo, Roppongi 3K, against the Young Bucks. And shit, that right there. I mean, I know wrestling's all about selling and making yourself look like you're hurt, but Matt, that dude, he was hurt.
Go, Mama. I'm
Yeah.
forgetting.
Like, he was hurt, dude. He powerbombed himself pretty much outside the ring. I forgot what he went to do. He went to do some spot, and this dude moved. He just fucking
Yeah, he couldn't lift up a dude. His brother had to help him up.
like he's like he went to tag him. And he's like, no, I'm good. And even Sho, he did that. Sho and Yo both jumped out the ring, and he landed on the the edge of the ramp.
That's like how Rick Rude got paralyzed.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's like, both those guys, man. But that was a solid match. I mean, the Young Bucks, 2017. Outside of Okada and Omega, I think 2017 was the Young Bucks year. Like I've never heard anybody make as much noise as they have, with like.
That's easy because Young Bucks are like the best tag team in the world for like good 5 years.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, but just the amount
my
of noise
opinion.
they made on an independent scale.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's just bananas, man. Like, the WWE always boasts about being this powerhouse promotion and nobody can promote better than them, and they sell this and they sell that. Dude, the money that they make from their shirts, I don't like to talk about people making money because, whatever, it is what it is, but the money that they make from their shirts goes to them.
Yeah.
They make pretty much, outside of, printing shirts and whatever, and who knows, maybe they could have an inside person. But outside of that, and distribution cuts or whatever, like, dude, they're so for an independent two people to be outselling a monster corporation like the WWE, who has a shit ton of sponsors and it's all over the place, so that right there. But yeah, so they didn't disappoint it, and Sho and Yo, shit, dude, those guys, man, they put on some amazing matches. I mean, since coming in, what was it? When did they make their appearance? Was it was Power Struggle.
It wasn't Dominion. They made that's their first match, right?
Yeah, because it was after these two, Roppongi 3K ended their tag team reign after
Yeah.
as a tag team.
That was they ended their tag team in that G1 USA special.
So, but King of Pro Wrestling is where they made their debut, like their in-ring debut.
Yeah,
But so G1 was when this dude came out and said no, it was actually another event that he came out and said he announced the 3K shit or whatever. But anyways, they've been solid. The Young Bucks have been solid, and that was just a prime example of how it's done. You know, and granted, these guys really hurt themselves, and they still like shoveled through. But yeah, so that was solid. Young Bucks ended up winning. Yeah, that was it. I mean, but you kick off the event with a match like that, like that's crazy. So like we're one like actual card match in, and we're talking about damn this could be match of the year. Like not match of the year, but a match of the year candidate. Like it is definitely right now. I mean, obviously it's early, but it could be in the top 10. I mean, especially with New Japan, there's gonna be a lot more. Breaking stuff. There's gonna be a lot more to come. I mean, it's only the first 4 days of January. I think we got an event tomorrow, right? Or today? Well, today, but we'll watch it tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah, the New Year's Dash. I wouldn't basically say it's basically like a Raw after WrestleMania. It's just like it's just a show, just surprises, like a surprise, and just to show what the new rivalries and what new stories is going to unfold for the next year.
But even still, we can still get like some crazy matches. I mean, it's not going to be like that caliber, but
it's going to be like mostly tag matches and all that.
That's cool. Yeah, I don't expect a lot of these guys to go full match the day after. Excuse me, the day after they wrestle that much. But either way, like then when's the next? The next event is actually in February, right?
Yeah, I think it's the New Beginning.
Yeah, New Beginning. Okay, yeah, I forgot the name. But anyway, so we still got a lot of wrestling left, but it's just crazy that you could start off a match with that magnitude 4 days into technically 3 days because, Japan is ahead of us. 3 days into the new year, to 2018, and we're talking about, damn. Like, all right, so the next match was the Never Open Gauntlet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, the Never Open Gauntlet, right? Yeah. So it was the Never Open champions were the Bullet Club, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Bad Luck Fale. They're the current champions. They went against Michael Elgin and War Machine. Chaos, which consisted of Beretta, Ishii, and my man Yano. And what was the other team? Oh, it was Suzuki-gun. It was the Final Fantasy dude. I always forget his name.
Yeah.
Taka Michinoku.
That dude needs to chill with his yanking off his pants. He needs to chill with that.
One day he's gonna slip up.
That's what I'm scared of.
You're gonna see tofu or sushi.
No, chill.
And the Fireball dude, the guy that comes out with the drink. And that wasn't even a bad match either. Like, you don't expect, that's not supposed to be like a over the top amazing match, but it was still good. Like, I think it really picked up for me when Chaos came in. It was Chaos and Elgin and War Machine, if I'm not mistaken. I forget exactly the format, but I remember because Chaos beat Yano pinned who was it? Who was it from LIJ? Come on, Chris, help me. Suzuki. Anyways, Yano got a roll-up pin against, I think it was the Final Fantasy dude. Yeah, he low-blowed him and pinned him. So, Yano got the pin against the Final Fantasy dude. Taichi, there you go. Fucking mad simple. Yano got the roll-up against Taichi. Yano got a roll-up pin over, who the fuck was it?
What, Tamaguchi? With the funky weapon? No, he didn't pin Juice. The Funky Weapon did that.
Oh, I forgot they were in it too. Yeah, it was. It was.
Well, no, but Funky Weapon was part of It was him. No, wait.
I'm confused now.
Yeah, it was.
Because it was Funky Weapon. It was Funky Weapon.
Makabe and Juice.
Yeah. Okay.
It was-
Yeah. So yeah. So
Yeah, okay.
Funky Weapon went to do that Shinsuke tribute, and he tried to do that hip attack, and he got rolled up.
I can't believe see. There's so much shit going on in this pay per view. So much awesomeness that some things kind of slip you. But yeah, that Taguchi tribute to Shinsuke was awesome. I'm a little mad he didn't connect, but at the end of the day, my man Yano got the roll up pin. And yeah, so they ended up beating. They ended up winning. It was Yano, Beretta, and Ishii. I'm just happy to see. Actually, I was surprised by that. I thought Bullet Club would have kept it because it seems like, they were one. I mean, besides
Yeah, they don't keep those belts.
yeah, it's just like a.
This is with the Lij.
Lij.
Yeah.
I just felt like that would have made a little more sense because like they're more of a cohesive team and the Chaos, even though they won it, they're like a ragtag group, but it is what it is. It was still entertaining though. There was points in that match with especially with War Machine, man. Those guys. I forget who's the bigger one. Is it Raymond?
Hanson is
Hanson's the bigger one, right?
Yeah.
And Raymond and Ray's the one that looks like a white supremacist. I say that jokingly, not really. But they both are awesome as hell. But yeah, Hanson's always pulling off some crazy ass big moves for a big dude. Like he should not be,
he attempted a clean moonsault.
Yeah, anytime he goes, and it's funny. Anytime he goes to the top rope, he's gonna land some shit. It's not like he's just going there and somebody's gonna pull him down like WWE does. Nah, he goes in. He'd be doing cannonballs off the top and shit. But yeah, so that was fun. It wasn't nobody expect anything from that match, but it was a fun match. Now we follow that up with I think it was the other tag team match, right?
No, I think it was Cody and
Cody and
Coda.
Coda. Now, awesome match. I have to watch it again, because I got a little distracted in the middle. But I was actually from the first time for the first time watching it, I was kind of not disappointed because it was still a good match. I just thought that was gonna be like the show stealer.
Yeah, that's like too high up in the card.
That even still, like, you have that one early match where it's like, damn, and it's fucking Kota Ibushi and Cody. Not taking anything away from it, I did love the start of it.
And then it's too high up in the card, and then again, there's no belt on the line or anything.
Yeah, that
So
and
that's why
apparently
it's like,
they're both not. I always thought that Kota was actually
I mean,
full-time.
last year, Wrestle Kingdom, Cody was also high in the card. I mean, low in the card.
Yeah. He's
that's what-
he's a ROH dude, so you don't expect him to be high in the card, and unless he's like somebody like Jericho, or if he was a champion, maybe it'd probably have been higher in the card. But either way, still, I mean, the card placement for the most part was perfect. Like I have no issues with that. I just I don't know. I thought the match was gonna be a little crazier, but at the same time, it was still solid. It was still good. It probably will beat most of what WWE does all year. Like I said, I gotta watch it again. I'm gonna watch it with Japanese commentary to up the excitement. But I love the start of it, dude. Like Cody, he's got that sort of like Macho Man and Elizabeth thing going on with this girl, and I love the fact that like what's her name with Brandy when she faked out getting hurt.
No, she played Possum.
Yeah, she played Possum. Like that was brilliant because I really thought she got hurt. I mean, not hurt obviously because she's a wrestler and she knows what she's doing. But the way they played it off is like Coda hit her, and I actually thought that was gonna add to the fuel, like to that match, because there was no championship involved. So like, all right, that's the perfect way, you touching my girl. Like they didn't really play too much with that. But then again, Japan is not really known for much antics like that. But if that was ROH, I'd see them like push that a little more. That's like the American thing to do. But either way, like dude, Cody. He's amazing at what he does, and he's just like he's getting better every day.
I think he's just finally unlocked. The Cody unlocked. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Because
dude.
you ain't getting this performance when he's in the WWE.
In
No,
Dragon
man.
Ball terms, he unlocked his true potential.
Yeah, and he's
This is
and
ultimate Cody.
but he's just getting started. That's the crazy thing. I mean, look at what he's done. He left the quote unquote big leagues, won a belt, won the championship, the ROH championship, fucking created his own ring. Still walks around with it. Like he's one of the he's part of the Bullet Club, one of the biggest things since DX and Stone Cold and NWO, and
He's married to Brandy.
he's married to a beautiful wrestler who, excuse me, a beautiful woman who wrestles. They fucking travel the world together. They have fun. I mean, I'm sure life is not perfect. They probably bump heads, but dude, like, come on, we can't even get a text back.
You
And
know
this
what
dude,
I'm saying? I'm looking at them having all fun and everything. I'm be getting mad. I'm like, yo,
dude, I'm not one to look at celebrity relationships, but them two, like, you see that it's genuine.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, they just married each other because they're both famous and they were in a
Nah,
movie together.
It seems genuine.
Dude, they probably he probably puts her in small packages during sex and all that stuff. Like, but anyway, but no, to see the evolution of Cody and for him to only get better. Like, I actually thought that Cody was gonna win that match. I thought Coda was just really gonna put him over, because Cody never really got his big win in NJPW. But it's still early. I mean, this is only his second.
His biggest
his third.
win is Mike Elgin
Oh, he fought Mike Elgin.
last year.
Oh, I don't even remember that. I don't think I saw that match, because the only match that I saw with him was the championship match with Okada, and that was
No, you saw his match with Finley at the Mania.
that was a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
I thought it was a tag team match. I forgot.
You know Cody's gonna win that match.
Oh, but see, that's the thing. You're putting him against a not
Young
young,
lion.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. He's still in that
an
young lion
upper
phase.
tier young lion.
Yeah, so yeah, he's at like level 20. He's got a couple new additions to his skin, to his clothing or whatever. But yeah, so like outside of that Okada match, I haven't really seen him in anything big. But and even he won against Michael Elgin, but I don't know how big that match was. Like, I don't even remember where it was at.
It was low in the card.
Yeah.
Still, it was like the third match.
So, and like even still, like, you figure he had 2 matches. Well, his first like sort of debut. Obviously, he's not really gonna win that. Or did he win?
Well,
But
Mike
he
Elgin.
didn't beat Juice, right?
What, Cody?
Cody.
Yeah.
Oh, he
that was
did.
his first match.
Was that at Wrestle Kingdom?
Yeah, that was his
Okay,
last
but
year.
alright, but still, like, you look at that's like not really a big win. It's a win, but it's not really a big win. It's not doing anything for him. I mean, and then the Michael Elgin match, like, we don't even know what pay-per-view it was at, or at least I don't know. So, and obviously he's not gonna beat Okada. Like, that was a big match in itself because it was their first American event.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, but to see the evolution and, like, yeah, he didn't win, sucks, whatever. But also too, I'm not mad that Coda won, because Coda needs it too. As maybe Cody needed it more, but Coda, like, he needs to start winning shit, because that puts him in a position, if he decides to stay around for a while, put him in the big title picture. I mean, maybe not the heavyweight championship, but IC. I mean, this guy gotta lose it eventually. But yeah, so like I'm not gonna say I was disappointed. I just thought this was gonna be like the show stealer. So after that was the tag team match, right? Yeah. So it was what's this the Killer Elite Squad, Bulldog, and I don't remember the other guy's name, against Evil and Sonata, and that was a cool match too. Evil and Sonata were getting worked. They're getting their asses handed to them the entire match.
Okay. Cody and Michael Elgin. That was Dominion.
Get your facts straight, Chris. Get your facts straight.
What?
Get your facts straight. You said Cody and Finley was Dominion. See, that's what I told you. I don't remember that. Anyways, but that's a pretty big stage. But still, I mean, whatever. But we're off that anyways. But yeah, so Evil Sonata again worked, getting the ass kicked.
Great storytelling in that match,
Mhm.
because those guys were booked as beast, and they were beast.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they lost the Killer Elite Squad, they still don't look weak. They just look like they just lost on some, like, okie dokie.
See, if only Vince could understand that. You could still have your monsters, your beasts lose. I mean, having a bout, winning, losing matches, that's important, but you can still, like, all right, Sephiroth, right? This is an interesting analogy. Sephiroth, one of the toughest villains in video game history, right?
Mm-hmm.
You eventually beat him. Does that make him any less badass?
No.
Like when you hear his music, do you get like shit? Fuck, like you know, like if you're playing a game and you hear his music come up, like you know, like you're gonna shit yourself.
Yeah, you know some shit's about to go down.
Yeah,
You
like
know it's gonna be a long night.
yeah, exactly. Like I mean, you know, fucking Darth Vader ended up dying. Does that still take away from how much of a badass he was? You know what I mean? Like it's dumb. Like so yeah, you could have your guys beat the fuck out of somebody and then have the good guys overcome, and that's okay. You still
And the thing is that those guys are big and they're athletic.
yeah.
Fucking Bulldog Jr. was doing a moonsault, second rope, landing on his foot with freaking tights and with jeans and boots.
Yeah. Sonata getting choke slammed and somersaulting out of that in midair. Like, I mean, yeah, it's crazy. It's just like, but yeah, that match. I was surprised though to see them go with that, like them being destroyed the whole time. I thought it was gonna be a little fair, but it makes sense. you know?
But Killer Elite Squad's history, they are beasts.
Yeah.
So,
From what I've seen, yeah, they've been like.
so
a
yeah, I would.
dominant-
It's not like it's the Bullet Club, it's the Guerrillas of Destiny destroying them like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So Killer Elite Squad, they're actually beast tag team.
And plus, you wanna build the guys that I mean, Evil beat in G1. He beat Okada and he beat Omega, right?
No, he didn't beat Omega.
Oh, he put them through.
He put Omega through you know
Yeah,
a test,
remember
but
when
he
he
beat
came up?
Okada.
Oh, so wait, the only one that beat Omega was Juice, right?
Juice, Juice beat Omega. Wait,
Some no,
Yeah,
no,
just Juice.
Juice.
it was just Juice.
Yeah. Okada.
I know. Okada didn't
He
win.
lost to Evil, had the titles.
I thought Okada lost to somebody
Yeah,
else
I
on some
thought- yeah,
okie dokie shit too.
No, it was just Juice.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but either way, so yeah, so you got a guy who you know you want him to be like a premier guy. You know what I mean? So like, but they did it perfectly. Yeah, like, but you're not gonna give him the big belt, obviously. But you know, tag team titles is a perfect way to have two guys who are that top tier wrestler, but you don't have a story for them. But it's not their time. You know, things are not right. Like I don't see Evil beating Okada for the belt. Maybe Evil will beat somebody else for the belt. You know, maybe like say if Kenny wins the belt and then Evil beats Kenny because you know Kenny's leaving. Like I get it, something like that, even though that's not gonna happen. But yeah, like because we were discussing like who can really beat Okada. No spoilers for the rest of the podcast, but this is just a valid question. Even going into Naito, can Naito beat Okada? But
he did before.
yeah, yeah,
It was
sure.
his last loss for the title.
Yeah, so but that was a while ago too. And since then Okada's been like a whole different monster.
Yeah.
It's like he's been like, I mean, like they brought up in the commentary, like Gato's been like training him and coaching him and teaching him all this shit. You know what I mean? Like he's a perfect guy to have.
Gato's been booking him
well,
as a
yeah,
monster.
booking.
Yeah, cool.
Booking. I was being in the it was kayfabe moment right here. But yeah, so the back to the tag team match. So yeah, they got work. They came back. They won. I mean, you have to watch his matches. It's hard to like describe them and talk about them, and you know, unless you're writing it down and scripting it perfectly and you know wording it.
And their
right, like,
comeback was kind of organic too. It wasn't that stupid. Oh, all of a sudden
Hot
flip the
tag.
switch. Yeah, flip the switch.
yeah, and also no rest holds.
Yeah.
No rest holds in this entire pay per view.
It was. I mean, yeah, there was wrestles, but it was.
yeah,
it
not the
wasn't-
way.
That holding and then striking each
Dude,
Not-
WWE
not that slow.
goes 2 minutes into the match and they're rest holding.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Jericho, who is damn near 50,
Went went the pace of Kenny Omega.
exactly.
That's
I mean,
some
that's
bullshit.
really, you know, a lot of, you know, credit to Kenny Omega because, you know, this dude could, you know, but still, Jericho's a pioneer. But anyways, so yeah, Evil and Sonata won the tag team belts. And this is funny too because like you could kind of see where these outcomes are going, but it doesn't take away from the fact that like you know these matches are solid. Like even if they get spoiled, because there's been some matches in the past. Like I remember when Marty won when he won the junior heavyweight title. Like I was scrolling through Instagram and he posted it and I was like, fuck. But I still watched the match and it's awesome as shit. And that was an unintentional segue, I think, right? Because the next match was the next match was
Was
the
the four-way.
the four-way. And this, I think, I might have to say, is the match of the night. Like, at least the show stealer. Because not taking away from anything that went, but like, dude, you have a fatal 4-way, which has never been done at Wrestle Kingdom. At least for for a belt, to my knowledge. You have 4 guys who, in my opinion, I didn't want any of them to lose. As much as I love Marty, as much as I love Will Ospreay, I didn't mind if Kushida won. I didn't mind if Takahashi won. And like, dude, it was solid.
It was so many false finishes.
Yeah, dude, they.
I'm thinking, Hiramu Takahashi. I think he won. He had won like 3 times.
Mhm.
I thought it was over 3 times with this guy.
Yeah, dude, poor Takahashi, man. Like, is Tanahashi or Takahashi? Takahashi.
There's
okay.
2 Takahashis.
Yeah, because there's 2 Takahashis and there's 2 Tanahashis.
There's your Jiro. That's the Tokyo Pimp.
Tokyo Pimp, and then
Hiromu.
and then there's one Tanahashi, right? There's 2 Tanahashis.
One
Tanahashi, 2.
One Tanahashi. That's
at times like
the
this, I
ace.
wish I was Japanese. Yeah, I know that. But yeah, so like it's just crazy. Like we're watching him, like damn, this dude's getting tied to the taped to the.
Yeah,
to
he was basically MIA for the first part of the match.
Yeah.
Then he came in. He was just cleaning house,
Yeah, and
doing those sunset power bombs.
shit. Yeah, everybody got their moment. Kushida got his moment. Marty, you thought he was gonna take it.
Friggin' Will climbing off a scaffold.
Yeah.
Had bad news written over it, doing a moonsault. I'm like, oh damn it.
Yeah, dude. And then Marty with the Oz cutter.
Yeah.
That was classic. I'm a little mad that nobody got him in the chicken wing though, as payback, but it was still, dude. That was just like, yeah, the back and forth, man. Like the last 5 to 10 minutes of, I'll say 5 minutes of a New Japan match. That's like the most intense. Like,
Yep.
Oh, when Marty was not the with the umbrella.
oh shit, dude, he
Takahashi took that
fucked
shit.
up Takahashi, dude. Like, man, he slapped the shit out of him with that umbrella. I was like, what the fuck, man? What did Takahashi do to these people? Like, they just abused the fuck out of him,
Yeah,
man.
all he want to do is just challenge for the freaking belt, and they punched him. They break his fingers. They kick him in the nuts. They,
Yeah. I mean, for the first opening segment of like one of the openings, like the opening minute of the match, he got fucking he got slapped or some shit by
Yeah.
Ospreay. It was off camera, but you heard
Oh,
it.
you got the punch, the knockout punch again.
Yeah, but you heard it. You didn't see it because the camera was on Marty, but yeah, let's talk about Marty's fucking entrance, dude.
yeah, these guys crazy. Well, it's Wrestle Kingdom. You gotta go big.
Yep. But yeah, so that's a match right there that like I knew it was gonna be amazing, and that, like I said, it's one of those personally I didn't want anybody to lose. It's like one of those things you want it to go on forever. But Ospreay ended up taking the belt, and that's perfectly fine. That's a belt that jumps around a lot, but I think it's kind of, it makes sense if you think about it.
There was a time. I mean, there was a time where that belt doesn't really. It just at this moment, it did jump around.
Yeah,
But
the last.
the last it was Takahashi and Kushida.
Yeah, for the first half of the year,
Yeah,
then
that's
it
what holding
sort of
down.
changed
And
hands.
It was Kushida before that was holding it down before Takahashi came from excursion.
Yeah. And but even still, like I was saying, it kind of makes sense with that division because all these guys, like I mean, there's a lot of talent in that division. I mean, we're just looking at four guys. There's probably a lot more.
I really think they have a whole lot of full-time junior, super juniors, because they be moving up. Like Kenny Omega just moved up.
Yeah.
Just like within 2 years, like last year, 2 years, he just moved up.
Mm-hmm. And Marty, even though I don't.
Yeah,
Is
he's
he
not.
New Japan?
He's a Ring of Honor.
Oh, he's a Ring of Honor dude. So yeah. So.
Yeah, and Will
Ospreay's
Ospreay
probably-
is not New Japan either.
Oh, he's not?
He's with New Japan, but he doesn't have a. I mean, he's more like a freelancer.
Okay. It's funny because that's you were bringing up before, like that's how wrestling should be. Like people should be able to go to different promotions and.
Yeah, I think that would that'll be a whole lot better for the business than just
Even-
locking down. one
Imagine
and-
having guys like Seth Rollins and KO and
Yeah,
in
go-
New
go,
Japan
you-
and ROH again.
You have your belt defended on another fucking turf.
Yeah, obviously you
That
know the
builds-
outcome.
That builds prestige.
Yeah,
I
we did that
think.
shit
Yeah.
with the UK title.
And, dude, if ROH, if they can have their main belt defended on another promotion, multiple promotions, because they even defended at like super indies.
Hmm.
Like, but the only title they're doing that with is the UK WWE.
Yeah.
They've had it defended on other things, and that's a product of trips.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else acknowledged that.
No, because dude, I mean, imagine, like I said, imagine having Seth Rollins and guys like
Even
that.
the
like,
IWGP was defended on ROH shows and,
Yeah.
and PWG,
yeah, the US title too.
Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. Come on.
Yeah.
It's-
Like Jericho should have been able to bounce around to New Japan and ROH years ago. Like, that guy is one guy you want to plant the seed everywhere else, because then also it helps your company out. Because hey, why do people want to come to New Japan? Because they have the freedom to bounce around back and forth
Yep.
and still be on a main stage. I mean, Cody Rhodes, who just left the WWE like a year ago, is maybe a little over a year ago. I mean, dude, he's had 2 matches in the WrestleMania of New Japan. Like even the ROH stage, he's been there, in the big stage. And it's cool, like that's then they have their names go back and forth. It's great for business. It's great for wrestling. But Vince, I get it. He wants to be the one. You could still be the one and only. Like as shitty as WWE could be, that's still the big league, so to speak. As far as But anyway, so so that match was dope. I mean, it went around back and forth. A lot of false finishes, which I think that's my biggest gripe with even the best matches in WWE. Because like you look at like who was it, Aleister Black, and it wasn't the one against Patrick Clark. It was Aleister Black, and it was either that one or one of them against CN. Awesome matches, but once this dude laid his kick, it was over. Like, there's no climax. It's just like they do their finisher and it's over.
I mean, a lot of people criticize NJPW for people kicking out of finishing moves.
But that's.
But I mean,
It adds the.
yeah, it really does.
Because by WWE logic, you can land a finishing move in the first 10 seconds of the match and you win.
Yeah.
But that doesn't show the strength of wrestlers. That doesn't show the perseverance. That, some of the biggest matches are of guys who went the distance. I mean, you look at Jericho and Benoit and their matches, Stone Cold and Bret Hart. Like, those matches weren't just, like 20 minutes of shit.
I mean, I'd rather, watch a good methodical match than a squash match.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind seeing people kick out of finishing moves. Just as long as you're not doing like 50 finishing moves, just like how Ziggler
Oh, poor Ziggler.
That's Ziggler and Cena.
Oh, yeah, you remember that match, right?
Ziggler did it like, I mean, look, if Ziggler was to kick out of a Cena finishing move, I probably wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. It's like, yo, you could kick out of like 3 of this guy's finishing move, but this dude landed one move and you, come on.
Yeah, or set it up, or be smart, set it up. Look at how many times Kenny Omega has landed the One Wing Angel, where it's too close to the ropes.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's like that shows the presence of wrestlers. Dude, I'm not even a wrestler. I've never wrestled once in my life, but I understand the dynamic. I understand, like, I won't take away from some of the shit that guys do in the WWE, because there are some like awesome workers there, and obviously some of them want to try more than they actually get to. But like, this is all on Vince, dude. Like,
I mean, you're just like, you have a potential good match. I'm like, when I see if I'm watching something, I see Randy Orton kick out of something, I'm like, and it's a high profile match, I'm like, all right, he got to kick out of an RKO. Either kick out of RKO or put your foot on the ropes or something.
yeah, that's it. If you want to protect the move, do it towards or have some, some shit. But like, because I remember when I first started watching New Japan, and I saw Juice Robinson, I didn't really like him. I didn't like his look. I didn't like, and it's funny because I didn't even know that he was in the WWE, well, at least NXT. But something smelled of WWE on him. Like, I just had that, like, but dude, like, maybe his first match, I was like, okay. And then when I seen him in the singles, and then when I seen him in a G1, and that match he put on with Kenny Omega for the title.
The G1, he won me over.
Dude, Juice is like, well, G1, I think everybody in that tournament won me over. I think the only one that didn't win me over was Bad Luck Fale, but I don't hate him. I don't hate him at all. I think he's way better than most of the shit that's in the WWE. I just, it's just like, he's a big dude. I mean, I haven't really seen him do anything spectacular.
He was a whole lot better like years ago.
Probably.
During the Finn Balor Club.
Okay, probably. And I mean, and also too.
I could just see him slowing down. He's sluggish now.
Yeah. I'll go down. I'll go back to check some old matches. I think it's fair. But also too, his size, he's kind of limited.
Yeah.
So it's like you look at like a guy like Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is very limited. I mean, he's athletic, but he's limited. But he makes it work. So and Bad Luck Fale, as far as his gimmick, like dude, I love whenever this dude goes to announce his name and he chases him out the ring.
Yeah.
Like I just he's just a big dude, so it's like there's nothing really special about big dudes, honestly, unless you're doing like backflips, and I don't expect him to do backflips because he might fucking break something like Sid Vicious. There's a lot of weight coming down on those legs. You can't be doing that. But yeah. So where were we with this? Oh, we still haven't we got past the Super Junior match, right? Okay, yeah, now is the okay, but anyways, so Ospreay won. It's so easy to go on a tangent about WWE and shit like that. But yeah, it's just like, dude, match quality. Like, come on, like X said, you don't have to kick out. I mean, you don't have to. Like, you could kick out of finishers. Especially certain ones. Like, okay, the attitude adjustment, I understand. It's your big guy. Or I don't like that move, dude. The F5, stuff like that. Like, I get that. Those are supposed to be big impact moves, but land somebody close to the ropes. Like, if somebody kicks out of Shinsuke's Kinshasa or whatever, it's okay. It's a strike. Like, look at how Okada had to land how many?
In all of just about all of his matches, he have to land like more than one Rainmaker.
Yeah, usually you could tell by the way the match is structured. It's either like he'll land one and win, or there's cases where he has to land two. Like, usually when he lands two, and that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, like, because there's some finishers like, alright, the Stone Cold Stunner. Alright, I could see that a one and done thing, but if Stone Cold lands three finishers, three stunners or two stunners, like, that's fine. Yeah. Power bombs, a different story. I see you kicking out of power bombs, but I mean, it doesn't make sense because like by WWE logic, you could land a superplex and kick out. This is off the top rope, a suplex, but you can't kick out of a Kinshasa. Or I mean, it sounds like I'm shitting on Shinsuke, but or the Superman punch, or the Roman Reigns spear.
You're getting fucking kicked or kneed in the fucking head.
No. But that's like a strike. I mean, you should kind of have to do multiple. I mean,
yeah, but that's like saying somebody should kick out of the roll kick or the fucking test big boot. You ain't kicking out of that test running.
Well, the big boot, yeah. The bro kick, no. The bro kick, because that shit's running and jumping at you, and his legs are like the size of my body.
What about
so
like
test
is fucking like?
But that's a big boot. So then they shouldn't have to kick out of canes and stuff. But either way, still, there's nothing wrong with it. If you got to land two tombstones, okay, land. Who the fuck, man? But anyways, okay, so we're done with this. Ospreay won. Awesome match. I think what I was trying to get at was that it's hard to explain how awesome these matches are. Like, you have to actually watch them. Alright, so the next match was the Never Open Championship match between the defending champion, Minoru Suzuki, against Goto. It was a title match, but there was also their hair put on the line. Now, it sounds stupid. It sounds like a dumb WWE gimmick, but actually in Japanese culture and samurai culture, cutting your hair, as far as, in a manner like that, is sort of like an honor, shame thing. Yeah, it's like, you getting your head shaved, it's a sort of pride, honor thing.
They mentioned some pop stuff, female pop idol. She had got her head shaved in public because she did something fucked up.
Yeah. It's like the current day getting your head cut off, kind of. So it's like, they do that. So anyways, but so my point is, it sounded like a stupid gimmick. And it wasn't the real point of the match. It was a title match. But the thing is, Suzuki told Goto that, yeah, I have the belt, you want the belt, but what are you going to give me? And so he put his hair on the line, and that's another solid match.
And then Suzuki said, you know what, if I lose to you, someone like you,
Yeah.
He was lower than me. I'm gonna shave my head too.
And that match was solid. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be amazing, but it was solid. It was a good match. Again, probably better than most of the shit WWE put out. And so, anyways, yeah, Goto ended up winning. But the cool thing was that, well, first of all, this dude landed a one of those neck breakers. Goto landed a neck breaker on Suzuki off the top rope. I forget the exact name of that move.
What's that again?
That neck breaker that he landed on the top, off the top
That
rope.
shit
That
that
shit
Oh,
that I hate.
that's like that white noise type thing.
Yeah, some shit with they put him on the shoulders and then
Yeah,
they.
yeah, yeah.
So he did that shit off the top rope.
AJ Styles.
Dude, that shit right there, that move makes me want to cry.
Oh yeah, the tiebreaker. Well, that was the tiebreaker version 1.
Okay. But yeah, that shit, dude, off the top rope. So anyway, so he landed like 2 of those shits. Pretty much, like, I don't know how this dude has a neck. And jokingly, I was saying that, like, don't be surprised if him and a certain other wrestler ends up, like, their career being ended on some Shibata shit because of the punishment that they took. But yeah, so Suzuki lost the match. He was getting carried out by the rest of Suzuki-gun, but then he pushed everybody off, went to the ring himself. He brought his own chair, hit the other chair out, cut his hair himself. Like, as much of an asshole Suzuki can be, and I mean this in a good way, Minoru, if you're listening to this, I respect you. You're
I ain't saying nothing.
no,
so.
you are the man. You are the most honorable person ever, especially after this match. And I say you're an asshole as a compliment because you're a bad guy. You're a beast. Nobody should ever fuck with you. But yeah, so he went to the ring and cut his own hair himself. And that's like, dude, that's like this guy. Like, you could say what you want about him. He is like, honor is number one to him. You know, and that's like the true way of the samurai. But again, solid match. Now the match after this was the Intercontinental, right?
Yeah,
Thank you, Chris.
Jay White.
Yeah, Jay White Switchblade against the defending champion Tanahashi, the Ace, and this was cool. Like Jay White has been dropping vignettes for the last couple months. Finally made his appearance in King of Pro Wrestling after the King of Pro Wrestling. That was the last. That was the last event, right?
Power Surge was the last event before Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
King was the second to last. Yeah, King of Pro Wrestling was Okada's last defense before. Yeah. King of Pro Wrestling was after G1.
Okay, well, what?
Power Surge
Okay,
was
King of Pro Wrestling. Okay, yeah, Power Surge. Power
Struggle.
Struggle.
Yeah, Struggle.
Yeah, Power Struggle. Okay. Okay, yeah, Power Struggle. Yeah, so after Tanahashi beat Kota, then Switchblade made his Jay White made his appearance, challenged his senpai to a match, and yeah, it was dude. Jay White is awesome. Like I've seen his face on the thumbnails on like What Culture, which is now Defiant Pro Wrestling. I've seen his thumbnails, but I never really watched the movies because I was too busy. I watched the videos because I was too busy looking at Will Ospreay and Marty Scurll videos. Mm-hmm. So anything Marty Scurll was in, and I think Marty Scurll actually fought Jay White, but I didn't watch the video, because I was looking for Marty Scurll and Ospreay. Yeah. So I seen his face. I really haven't seen his matches, but I mean, just watching this match alone, dude, this guy has the whole package. Like, he could go to WWE if they let him do what he wanted, he'd run it. I mean, but you know, it's not gonna happen, and it shouldn't happen. He's good here. Word. But yeah, like him and Tanahashi put on a great match. I mean, he injured his knee in one of their last encounters. So they played with that. Jay White was attacking the knee and attacking the arm of Tanahashi. Pretty much constantly asking him, like, are you the ace? Like, is this guy really the ace? Trying to bring the best out of him because he wants to beat the best Tanahashi. And Jay White, dude, from his attire to his presence to his wrestling skills, guy's got the package, man. And this is another match. This could have been, and I mean, dude, it was awesome. I definitely can't wait to see more from Jay White, and I wonder if he's going to join another faction or create his own faction. And we were discussing this like a couple weeks ago that he should probably create his own faction. Ziggler. But
yeah, the only thing with that match is that it's really there's no story. I mean, it's a good match, but there's really no. It's just Jay White just.
There was no build up to it. Yeah, it was just like I mean, it did kind of have a
Wasn't
build
that
up.
Master versus Apprentice.
Yeah, Master versus Apprentice. I mean, it was one of those.
Yeah,
Nothing spectacular.
There was
Like
really
not,
no big history.
yeah, I mean, outside of that, nothing like Jericho and Omega. Even though they never really had like actual history against each other. But there's the just the Canadian roots or whatever. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, there was no super crazy. This wasn't no Martin Scorsese story. But yeah, the match was solid, man. I mean, it's like you got a guy who's technically not supposed to be wrestling with the best of them, man. He's wrestling with the best of them, and he's got his ceiling is fucking like through the roof, man. I mean, just like I said, from his presence to his attire to his wrestling skills, and his IQ, man. Like he was wrestling like a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Tanahashi was down, he wasn't taunting, he wasn't toying with him. He was actually just putting on the beats and doing all the things a proper wrestler should. But yes, Tanahashi ended up winning. I mean, not really a surprise, especially because it was against Jay White. But we have, begs the question, who's actually gonna, who's going to be the guy to take it from Tanahashi? Because it's only a matter of time. I mean, not saying anything negative about Tanahashi. I mean, the guy, outside of his injuries, whether they're real or not, he looks fucking like he's 28.
Yeah.
I mean, he obviously moves around like he's 28. So it's like, yeah, but the whole thing is he doesn't really need to be that guy anymore. I mean, he single-handedly kind of brought New Japan back from the grave, and so it's kind of like one of those things where it's just a matter of time. I guess they're waiting for the right person. Like I want it to be Kota, but I mean, it all depends on whether they want to give a part-timer the belt. But I mean, shit, if anybody deserves it, it's him. Being that, especially since like Evil and Sonata, they're both rocking the tag titles. So I mean, I can't really. Who else is gonna take the belt from Tanahashi? Like, I can't.
His not Naito.
No, not Naito. He's above that.
He's above that.
Yeah, he's gotta go at, like, there's gotta be a trilogy with him and Okada. Well, I mean, there probably was a trilogy already, but I mean the new Naito, not the old Naito, not that babyface John Cena Naito. Just kidding. But yeah. So like, it would have to be like either Kota or. See, like Elgin could win, but Elgin's another part timer too, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I mean he won the Intercontinental belt before, but I don't think he's a part time.
Well,
I think he's a
full time
roster guy.
Either way, I don't see him as a guy like he'll win it, and nothing against him. He's awesome. Like Elgin, he's another dude that like when I watched him for the first time in that U.S. tournament, the U.S. Championship tournament, like he put on some matches. I mean, him and Omega was solid, but I don't know. I see him as like a guy who would win it and then lose it in a couple pay-per-views. I don't see him holding on to it like one of these guys. So it would have to be like Kota. I really don't. Outside of Kota, who else? It's a good question. 'Cause most of the guys are old. I mean, yeah, I don't know. So that's an interesting question. Beretta, but Beretta's not there yet. Maybe after the G1. I think Beretta's gonna make noise in G1. I already got my money on
Zack
him.
Sabre Jr.
Oh yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah.
I don't think he's full time in WWE.
I don't know. That's a good question. I think.
He's a freelancer.
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, he may be, but yeah. So I forgot about Zack, dude. Zack's fucking. He needs to win some shit. But anyways, so yeah, Tanahashi won. Next match was the dream match. WWE could drop dream matches, and they could drop the dream match words. The dream match title once in a lifetime.
Which happened twice.
Yeah, which happened twice. But dude, like, this is a match that these two guys never really crossed paths before outside of like podcasts and stuff like that. I know they're both from Canada. I know they have ties. Like I know Jericho actually knew Kenny's father or uncle or something like that. Like it was some story like that. And he didn't even know that Kenny was related to that dude till like recently, and he was like, holy shit, like it was somebody who passed too, so I think it was his uncle. And like yeah, him and Lance Storm were talking about it, and it was just like how yeah, that they were all tight, and it was funny when they found out who Kenny was. And so anyways, they have some kind of history, but you have two guys who, I mean, one guy who's kind of, I'm not gonna say running New Japan, but he's a big name in New Japan. And then you have a big name worldwide, and then you have Jericho, who at one point did also sort of run Japan.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the bigger guys up there. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer, hands down.
Yeah.
Like I 2-time actually no, I think Jericho should be I don't know how big his career was in Japan, but I'm assuming it's enough to be 3-time Hall of Famer. WCW, WWE, and
Jericho was all over the world.
That's another thing,
He
too.
got his break when he came to ECW.
Sadie's pissing everywhere. But yeah, Jericho, he deserves to be like a multi-platinum Hall of Famer,
Mm-hmm.
multi-prestige, because yeah, that dude in Mexico, in Canada, in
He's also
WWE, WCW. Oh, dude, hands down. If he, but in New Japan, All Japan, I think he wrestled in also. I think he wrestled in Noah too. Like this dude's been everywhere. So.
I don't know what organization he wrestled in the '90s, but yeah, I know he's been everywhere. He's been in Germany and all that.
Yeah, he was a tag partner with Gato. Yeah, he used to wrestle with, I think he used to wrestle with what's his name? Yeah, he used to wrestle with what's his name? Eddie and well, I don't know about Eddie, but Chris Benoit.
You know he dedicated
Over
that
there.
match to them, right?
Of course, dude. I mean, but anyway, so yeah, back to the match. Like it's funny because X is the whole time he's like, dude, how is this guy gonna keep up with Kenny?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, he went to the Fountain of Youth real quick. He went to Tibet or something like that.
He found those those Dragon Balls. He just made the wish just for that one night.
Turn back time at least like 7 years. Like not even 10. It's like 5-7 years ago. And
I didn't think all that was going to happen. I was like, yo, I'm watching the match. I was like, dude, where was this when he was in the WWE these last couple of years? Where was this one against Dean Ambrose
right?
and Ziggler's and where was this?
Yeah, like yo, all right, I get the WWE they wrestle like all the time. Jericho didn't have to wrestle his ass off every day, like Monday, Tuesday, but at least, if not every pay-per-view, at least the big pay-per-views, let him loose,
He refuses to be that kind of part-time.
No. He could be a constant in the WWE, or he could have been a constant in the WWE.
No,
but chill out, like
but, But the thing is about Jericho, him in the WWE, especially today, is just that we all know that he's jobbing, and if I know that you're just going to do this just to put this guy over, I really don't want to see the match.
That's true.
And
their way, no, but their way of putting people over, the WWE's way of putting people over, it's just like, yeah, we're gonna use you. It may not even be a good match. This guy's gonna win, and he's not gonna be anything.
Yeah.
That's the problem. The only guy, and honestly, like he already had a name for himself. I mean, and they didn't really get into their feud till like way past when he was already in the WWE. Was KO.
No, AJ Styles.
Oh, dude, AJ Styles didn't need to be put over.
He did not.
Just like Bobby Roode did not need to be put over by Ziggler. Nothing against Ziggler, dude. Or Shinsuke either. Yeah, none of those guys. But there is a way to do it though. Even if the guy has a name for himself and is a big thing, there's a way of doing it. But WWE's way of doing it is, all right, yeah, we're gonna put you in this feud. You're putting the person over. Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't make sense. But yeah, it's just weird. No, but what I was saying, Chris, was like he could wrestle. Like, all right, so you know how New Japan they do that thing where like they they have like the Road to, and they'll do like tag matches, just to like hint at the feud or give little previews and.
Dude, I was there.
Yo, I was showing Chris. He was at Brooklyn. I'm like, what the fuck? Finn Balor's in Brooklyn right now, playing in this fucking snow.
I was at Greenpoint. Dude.
Yo, Finn Balor be playing around, man. He's always in the area. Watch now, not watch now. Like when you're back there, you're gonna be looking for him. And he's gonna be like in Nova Scotia or something like that. But yes, anyways, he can have those matches where it's like, it could be like a little bit here, a little bit there. But when like if not every pay-per-view, at least the big pay-per-views, turn it up. So like WrestleMania, turn it up. Royal Rumble, turn it up. Like you don't have to, because I mean, especially at his age, and I think with his status with WWE, he should be able to chill for a bit. But let him loose, because these guys want to do it. Like I mean, you got Kojima and Blue Justice. These guys are old as fuck, and they still give it their all. I mean, their G1 matches were, they weren't winning the G1, but they put on some amazing G1 matches.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like whatever, it's retarded. But anyways, back to this match. Yeah, like it was solid, man. It was crazy because they were both like heel.
Yeah.
Kenny's a heel, as much as people love him.
Well, yeah, he's supposed to be, but
Yeah. The whole heel thing, it's funny, in the whole heel face thing in Japan, it's funny. I mean, they know you're a heel, and they'll boo you when they have to boo you, but they
Yeah.
respect you. You know,
like Naito.
yeah, like Naito. Well, now Naito.
Except that Osaka.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Osaka,
but
he's
you
still
have-
P number one.
Yeah, you have your territories where it's like, fuck you. But anyway, so yeah, it was cool though. But like, the match was, it was definitely to Chris Jericho's pace. But there were times where it's like, it went pretty fast. Like the speed and pace of it was pretty fast. And Kenny put the beats on Omega, but then Omega put the beats on Jericho. And yeah, dude, this is a dream match, man. This is like
Yeah, it went beyond the hype.
Yep.
I can't front.
and this opens the door to more of this. Like Cody,
Ziggler.
dude. That's if I had to say one thing about Wrestle Kingdom that disappointed me, it was the absence of Ziggler. And now this is just us being like super marks and hoping he goes to greener pastures, but nobody ever said he was coming. So
Yeah.
like it and I hope it stays a surprise. I want to watch an event and be like, oh my god, it's Ziggler. But yeah, I don't want it to be spoiled. It probably will be. But yeah, so that's the only gripe. But yeah, like yeah, there's not many. I mean, dude, you're opening up more, because with the emergence of Cody and with this special appearance of Ziggler, I mean not Ziggler. There you go. Of Jericho, this opens the door for guys like Ziggler, like Daniel Bryan.
Like Barrett.
I would love to see Wade Barrett come back. I think Wade Barrett would be like, matter of fact, put him make him and Jay White a tag team. If you're not gonna do anything solo with Jay White, or put him in a faction, I mean create something new. Or shit, I would even be fine with seeing Barrett in the Bullet Club.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, but yeah, so it opens up the doors, and it just goes to show you that it takes much more than theatrics to put on a good match. Like you could have all these fireworks and all these promos and all this promotion, but you have two guys that can tell a story who are veterans. I mean, like I said, Jericho's definitely multi-time Hall of Famer, definitely a pro wrestling Hall of Famer. Kenny Omega in his, I'm not gonna say short career, but compared to Jericho, it's like definitely shorter.
So over the
But-
past few years, he's pretty big.
And yeah, I think this Kenny Omega is hands down going to be a Hall of Famer. So yeah, so it was everything you wanted and more. It wasn't an overhyped Rock versus Cena match where like there was no implications, no nothing coming out of it. Just it's bullshit bragging rights. This is not the now dreaded Undertaker WrestleMania matches. This is not the Roman Reigns versus not Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar matches. So dude, it was solid. I mean, obviously you knew Kenny Omega was gonna win. And this just goes to show you Kenny Omega was gonna win, but they brought it.
Yep.
They make you forget that certain people are supposed to win, and that's the beauty of it. And yeah, like I said, everything. I mean, all this hype and it's supposedly, and I totally believe this. Jericho brought in like tens of thousands of subscribers to New Japan,
Yeah.
and that's huge. I mean, like So yeah, yeah, it was solid, man. And I don't know if we'll see more of Jericho in the future as guest appearances, but I want to see more of this. Not necessarily Jericho, but I mean,
More crossovers.
yeah, like I'd love to see Triple H wrestle against New Japan guys, dude. Like we know he could bring that shit. I mean, I said a couple months ago, shit, put John Cena against some of these guys. I mean, he's had great matches with CM Punk, with AJ Styles. Like, who's to say he can't have great matches with Kenny? And I mean, shit, that'd be a dream match, Kenny and John Cena. For not maybe for real wrestling fans, but for the headlines. Like, you have their best and your best, kind of. Or even Cena versus Okada. I mean, like, dude, it make it happen, man. I mean, granted, we all have our reservations about John Cena, and but again, when you put him in a ring with a guy who knows what they're doing, you get solid matches. So, yeah. So Kenny won. No surprise in that. The only disappointment we had with that match was no Ziggy. But yeah, and then the finale, which is how it's supposed to be. You have your high-profile, quote-unquote, Hollywood match. Your then you have your championship match, which goes to show you that though Okada is running the company, sort of, he's the face of the franchise right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's just the face of the franchise right now. He, as a person, is not above your company.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to say you don't value him, but when you play for an NBA title, you're playing for that NBA title. That's the top. You're not playing for LeBron James. Well, now you are.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it was Okada versus Naito, a match that was set up maybe even before this, but it was G1, G1 Climax 27. Naito, we all know Naito pulled out that win. Amazing match against Kenny Omega.
He finally got his main event at the Tokyo Dome.
Mm-hmm. Got the respect for.
For those who don't know, Naito, he won a G1 before. He was supposed to be the new ace.
Mm-hmm.
He won the G1, and fans just wasn't buying it.
Yeah, it was
So
definitely
then-
one of those forced.
Yeah, and fans were just like, "Yo, we ain't buying it." So he got voted out of the main event. Then he went on, and then all that he went on an excursion. Then he became that Naito that everybody loves. The don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it for 3 years, and now he won the G1 and finally got that main event. So he's finally in the main event, and he's going blow to blow with Okada. Didn't turn out the winner, but hey, but the story I got out of it is that hey, he succeeded because he finally got his main event.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he was champion before.
Yeah, he was a champion, 2-time Climax winner, G1 Climax winner. So that's a lot,
I mean, like we was talking about before, it could go both ways, but I think there's more story to be told of Okada's legendary title reign.
That too, yeah, and also too, it also plays into Naito's maybe eventual reign,
Yeah.
like still overcoming that, because yeah, all right, he overcame it, he got his title shot at Wrestle Kingdom. Does that necessarily mean he has to win?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Kenny went twice with Okada. Hasn't won. He won in G1, but that doesn't count to me. That's not Kenny Okada 3, Omega Okada 3. That's Omega Okada 2.5. That's like the prequel to 3. I don't think that thing is done yet. But I mean, if it's done, it's done. Hey, whatever. That's a cool wrap up. But I still think they could go one more. Especially and from what I was hearing, Kenny actually didn't want that match to happen so soon. Understandably so.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the Dominion match. You don't want that shit.
Was it the Dominion or was it the G1?
It was the Dominion match. It was the second one.
Okay.
He thought it was way too soon.
And that makes sense, because I mean, but it's still a separated time. But yeah, I get it. Like he wanted it to build up, but that's cool. But anyways, yeah. So back, yeah, no, that's true. It was kind of soon, but hey, they made it work. I thought the third one was a little too soon, but anyways, yeah. So like you were saying, yeah, there's a lot. It could have went both ways. Like I said before the show, before the Wrestle Kingdom, that I could write a list of probably a million reasons as to why each of them should win. It could have went either ways, either way. And I actually thought Naito was gonna win at some point, and
Yeah.
I was kind of, I don't want to say disappointed, like it's a bad word to use, but I was just like, damn, I really wanted him to get that, especially after knowing what he went through.
Yeah.
But and mainly because I wanted to see him win the belt and tell everybody to fuck off, like just throw the belt onto the onto the floor.
I mean, I don't think he would do that to. Well, actually, he already did it to the main belt, but there's the Intercontinental. The way he's breaking it, he's just like it just reminds him that like, yo, this belt main evented, and not the heavyweight
Yeah,
belt, and that's why he's breaking that shit.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, because that's
He
what
was
we always
disres-
talk about, like with WWE. You know, you put another belt in front of your main title. You know,
Mm.
but it was, dude, it was solid. I mean, like, there definitely is a lot more. Like this is a legendary run. This is something of
Yeah, I
a
think
Hulk Hogan run in, you know.
yeah, there's more story to be told because if he was to give the belt to Naito, then
Yeah, it's over for him.
Naito's story, he's the champion, and his story ends. And what next?
Yeah, it's true. They
There's
both,
there's no mystery. There's just like little rivalry right there.
Yeah.
Just like
actually, you know, it's funny. 3 stories will end. Naito's, Okada's,
Okada's.
and Omega's.
yeah.
Because if Omega fights Naito, all right, cool, it's gonna be an amazing match, but he has not beat Okada when it counted.
Mm-hmm.
Cause all right, he could have lost to Okada
Mhm.
in G1, and Naito still could have won the G1. So it was like, and Naito still would have won the G1 in my opinion. That would actually been interesting to have Okada and Naito fight in the G1.
Yeah.
And but you know, I like that it was fresh. But anyways, yeah. So three people's stories would end, cause yeah, like what happens to Okada if he wins the belt? Oh, we yeah. I don't know if we just gave her the Okada won.
Yeah.
But yeah. What happens if Okada wins the belt? Like it
Well, I
almost
mean,
becomes an Undertaker
Okada
thing.
wins the belt. I
If he
mean-
loses the belt,
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
Like it almost becomes like an Undertaker thing.
I mean,
Not really, but-
I mean, it will suck if he loses the belt just to win it again in that same year. I mean, he
Yeah.
just gotta. Story wise point, he just gotta sit back. You know.
Yeah, he would have to like fall off the face of the earth. Actually,
Yeah.
that would be cool. Kind of like I'll call him the future ace. I'll call him the ace now.
Yeah, well, he is the
Yeah,
ace.
he is the ace because Tanahashi, Tanahashi is the he is the official ace by
Yeah.
but Okada is the ace. Like what if people don't want to say it, he is the ace. But yeah, it's like it would be like you have the guy that's at the top of the company lose, he just fall off the face of the earth,
Mhm.
and then then people could call him out. Oh, you gave up, and then that's when he comes back.
Mm,
But
yeah.
but yeah, still
Yeah,
either
but
way, like,
I mean, it's hard to book him from that.
yeah,
I mean, I know at some point he's going to lose that belt,
yeah,
though.
it's
But
inevitable.
yeah, but for him to it would really depend on the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
But if he loses clean, hard to book to come back from that.
Yeah, it's true. Because we were just saying after this match, who can really beat Okada? The way that he's booked.
The way he's booked, he's an unstoppable beast. I would like to know which new challengers are out there.
Yeah, because who's really gonna come? Yeah.
Shibata, outside of Omega, is the one that came closest.
Mhm.
It's just that he just want to show how tough
Yeah,
he is.
he lost in his own ways.
He had from
Oh, he was fucking
he had him beat from like different points of the match. He had him beat,
Yeah.
but he just want to continue with the slobber knocker, and he,
That's
you
like,
know,
that's like the equivalent of like a boxer having somebody cornered and he just wants to dance around and he gets knocked out.
yeah,
Like,
basically,
yeah.
You just don't give them second wind.
No, yeah, you gotta fucking run the score up, so to speak. Like now I sound like Booker T, with the constant sport references. Oh, he just punt kicked him. Oh yeah, 20 yards. No, I love you, Booker. But you're right. Cause who's really gonna come in and beat him first go? As far as the people that they got now,
Mm-hmm.
like all right, yeah, Omega and Naito can go at him again and beat him. But it's almost like they tried a couple times and they couldn't do it. And I know Naito beat Okada, but we're talking about the new Naito, like the reinvented Naito. So it's like, yeah, if he beats him, it's like who can really come up fresh and beat him? Who that hasn't done it before, hasn't been there with him before. So yeah, you're right.
There's no new. The only person I could see just like straight up They continue that Tanahashi rivalry, and I don't see Tanahashi coming in that spotlight again.
Nah, and he don't need to.
Unless Okada is like hurt and he has to drop the belt.
Yeah, and even then, that that would make more sense because you have him and Naito or something like that go at it. You wouldn't give it to Omega or Naito because he got hurt. But yeah, it's true because and that's the beauty of their booking. You just can't replace somebody, and that's what makes Okada's run so important.
Yeah.
Like, all right, in the WWE, the way they're run, anybody could lose the belt and anybody could get the belt, and that's not how it should be. And that's like, we look back when like the Attitude Era, even a little post Attitude Era, it was like Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Mankind. Even though he never really won it, but he was always in it, and then Jericho. But and even Jericho was a wild card, but he deserved it. But he was a wild card. But like outside of those, maybe 4 or 5 people, who really was built to have the belt. It wasn't built that way. It was a little smarter back in the day, though. They had their stupid shit, but now it's like John Cena could lose it, and Jinder Mahal could win it, and then Luke Harper could win it, and just anybody could come in, and it's interchangeable. And I mean, like, it's cool to like. I guess when you're a wrestler, and like Jinder Mahal, like we talk a lot of shit about him, but from his point of view, for him to have that opportunity to win the belt, like that's huge for him. But it just doesn't make sense. So yeah, so that actually, the more you talk about it, the more you think about it, and the more you watch these matches, and the more you get into it, it makes sense. Like, yeah, he's having this long run, and yeah, maybe you want to see somebody else win the belt, but who? Yeah, because if Naito wins it now, then, like you said, him and Okada's run. I mean, him and Okada's story for now, kind of becomes stale. Omega, like, what is he fighting for? Because he wants that counting that match that counts.
Yeah, but he's just right now. His story is just defending that.
Yeah, he got that, which
US
is
belt.
cool. They put him, but at any given moment, he could lose that belt.
Yeah.
And that's a belt like the Intercontinental title that you could kind of give it to somebody and take a little gamble. But and it's smart, dude, because it makes your belt prestigious. And this is why, like, they're trying to do that with Brock, and it kind of works because Brock just has that intimidation factor. He has the physique.
But there's a whole lot to make a belt prestigious.
Yeah, outside of hiding it behind a big
Yeah,
monster.
I mean, a good storyline, great matches.
Yeah.
Great contenders.
Like,
and I mean, you don't have to defend it like every month.
No.
But it's just that Brock Lesnar's matches, they're really not.
They're not. Yeah, it's just
and
it's
and
a one-sided affair for the most part.
And it's over too quickly. It's kind of lazy and I mean, we could all agree that Brock Lesnar is lazy these days.
Yeah, hands down.
We could all agree that.
Especially the fact that
he doesn't do
knows,
nothing but just suplexes.
Yeah, and he knows his status, and he knows how Vince is. He could do whatever he wants. He could be lazy.
So
yeah, it's a shame. And
so and I mean, there's like no real rivalries. Well, there's Braun Strowman, but you're gonna have a match and you're just gonna throw Kane in there and like, come on, that's the best you could do. It's Kane.
I think KO should still be the champion. Like,
yeah.
He's the one guy that he can wrestle. He can put on shows. He can talk. I love Paul Heyman, and like I said, the idea of Brock Lesnar being the champion, and but again, it's like they're hiding it behind.
I mean, Brock Lesnar, he's a good throwback champ. Don't say much. Got a good manager behind him.
Yeah, but he can't do anything.
And
outside
that same manager is not even interfering in the matches.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes it. But outside of.
I mean, they have a potential for Brock Lesnar to hold that prestige.
Yeah, but he can't put on a good match, and it makes it like.
Yeah, exactly, and not only that, it's just like the stories around it.
Yeah, or just.
Yeah, I mean, all the matches leading up to it.
It's funny
WWE
because the stories
never really have a good match.
No, the stories are pretty much. Hey, get away from the door. The stories are pretty much everybody else, and then all of a sudden, like, they want to go after Brock. They want to go after the champion, or it's that time where Brock Lesnar comes back to feed on whoever. It's never really like a build-up story to him. It's kind of like you're playing a game, and it's one of those games that doesn't really have a storyline. You're just going through it to get to the boss, like
Yeah.
a fighting game, like those old fighting games. You're just climbing up that Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
totem pole. And it's like, yeah, so you're fighting each other, having this story within each other, and then all of a sudden the final boss appears, and it's like, all right, cool. But yeah, there's no build up to it.
There's
There's no
like nothing. The only last thing I thought that was like, I would say that's quote unquote special is like Daniel Bryan's win.
Yeah.
Because there was like a whole history behind that, and the whole Royal Rumble bullshit, and the,
yeah, him getting
when
fired twice or some
yeah,
shit like that.
and when he won, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
Even like when CM Punk won it.
yeah, CM Punk when
yeah,
he
that
first,
was big.
well he won it. Yeah, Ziggler.
Oh,
yeah,
Ziggler
but
cashed in just
cashed
to-
in. You know, those cash-ins are just like tainted.
Yeah, and it's
The
so,
only one person who did it legit was like Rob Van Dam.
yeah.
It's-
No, I love how Rollins did it going inside them. He was the first one to actually do it.
Well, I'm happy he did it because of the outcome before him.
Who?
Because what was it?
Who
It
you
was not
talking
Roman
about?
Reigns.
Rollins, when he
Seth
saved
Rollins
the-
when he cashed.
when he
Oh,
saved
during the
fucking
match?
Roman
He,
fucked up.
yeah, he saved us from Roman Reigns.
Oh.
But yeah, so it's like, and it's funny because you put the guys you can really put, the only guys you can put into a match with Brock Lesnar to make it seem like believable are guys that really are limited too. So it's like, yeah, so it's anyways, but the booking with New Japan, I mean, like, yeah, I didn't even think of it like that. Like you bring up some valid points, like, yeah, because if Naito wins, then a lot of like it's just hard to make Okada, his reign relevant again. Because matter of fact, they said that he had the belt a total time of like I think 1,000 days or something like that. Not this run.
Yeah,
But
but
the multiple
combine his other runs.
Yeah. And he did it faster than Tanahashi. So
Yeah.
it took him 4 runs, and he has like a 1,300 or something like that. So yeah. So I mean, yeah, it makes sense when you think about it. Like, yeah,
And-
you may have wanted Naito to win
And
it, but
look from since 2000, I think 11, 12, there have been 4 champions.
yeah.
Four champions for the IWGP.
Mm-hmm.
Tanahashi, AJ Styles, Okada, and Naito.
Yeah.
For four champions, dude. And what year is this? 2018.
2018.
That's
7 years almost.
see,
6,
only
7
people
years.
who deserve that belt should be getting it. And how much can we say with the WWE?
Mhm.
It's like if you never won a belt there, you just like something's wrong with you.
Yeah, and that's a shame because there's guys that, all right, if Kenny didn't have this U.S. title, would that make him irrelevant? No.
No.
Anybody else who had Evil, Sonata. I mean, yeah, they had the tag team title. Are they gonna win the world title? Probably not. Shinsuke didn't even win the world title, right?
He won a world
Oh,
title.
he won the world title. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
But during his last leg of his career in NJPW, he was holding down the Intercontinental belt,
Okay, and
which that's being held as a high standard, same as the heavyweight belt.
yeah, that should always be. And it's funny. All right, like I know now there's the brand split and you have the Intercontinental in the U.S., but still the Intercontinental hasn't been treated the same since I can't even tell you when.
Well, the Intercontinental, well, for me, it died when Santino first won it.
Yeah, because
His first match, he was picked from the crowd and he won the belt. I'm like, serious?
like I remember the IC title being like solid. Excuse me, a prestigious title in the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Like when what's his name? When like Jeff Jarrett had it, China had it.
Yeah.
Like that was big. Jericho with those runs, but yeah, now it's just like, dude, like all right, the Miz was the Intercontinental Champion, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Miz he can wrestle. He's got the mic skills. He's got everything. I mean, he's a perfect heel. He has his little faction now,
Mm-hmm.
but he wasn't defending the title in big pay-per-views. I mean, like he was holding it for what? And now you give it to Roman Reigns, which like I'm happy that he has that and he's not in the bigger picture. Word. Yeah, it's gonna be the commercial break right there. I'm not even gonna add anything in there. But yeah, so yeah. Anyways, whatever. We always go back to WWE. Fucking hate that shit. But
Yeah, well, we're making comparisons. It's
yeah,
like,
it's true.
why is this and why is that?
Because we're gonna watch Royal Rumble on the 28th, and we're probably gonna shoot ourselves in the head. Like Shinsuke should.
I mean, it doesn't
win
do anything for me anymore. I just expect that shit.
Yeah. We watch it. It would be nice. That's. I guess you know what. When we watch it, we have these low expectations. So when we get a good match, it's like, all right, cool. Yeah, we got a good match. But you know, we know not to expect an amazing pay per view. Now, like usually like I haven't in my year, not even full year of watching New Japan. Everything has been at least an A, maybe B plus. Like. But everything, there's always one match that'll make it worthwhile. So, but yeah. Anyway, so back to Naito and Okada. I mean, dude, the match was awesome. They both had their time to shine. They both put in work. They both capitalized when they needed to. That last like 5 minutes of the match was, like, that's why I was a little sour about Naito not winning it, because it looked like he had it.
Yeah.
I mean, and just knowing the out, his path or whatever. But yeah, I still wasn't mad. Like every win we've had here, like when we watch WWE, and at the end of the day, Jinder Mahal's winning, beating Shinsuke Nakamura, beating like
what a botch finisher.
what a botch.
Let's get that straight.
What a botch finish. Yep.
At SummerSlam.
Dude,
second
I am
biggest
so
event of the
surprised
year.
that AJ Styles has the belt and has kept the belt, and I'm happy. And it makes that whole Jinder Mahal run, like, pointless, because I know why they try to do that. It's clear as day. Like, they wanted him to have the belt going into that India promotion. They thought it was gonna sell. But the thing is, you could have had him go in as a U.S. champion. It doesn't matter. Like I mean, if they want to see wrestling,
Okay,
they want to see
but
wrestling.
how about have a history of him and not just out of the blue, just be like,
Yeah.
hey, you're not jobbing anymore. You're gonna win the belt next week.
Yeah, that they could have had this.
That's the thing. I
yeah,
mean,
like if you're going, all right. So like next year, they usually have they plan a year or two ahead. That's how these big companies work. So like they plan a year or two ahead. All right, in 2019, at the end of 2018, we're gonna go to India. So let's start booking him now.
exactly.
But it was clear that one, they saw that opportunity, and I guess Vince told them to start juicing, because there's no way you get that big. I didn't even realize how much of a change it was in a year. I thought it was like 2 years. It was a year. Yeah, within a year he changed. Not in a year he changed, within a year.
Yeah, he was out of shape.
Yeah, he looked like normal.
Yeah, he just looked like a normal Joe.
And I feel bad for him, because like the way they booked him, and that stupid gimmick, like they don't even try with these people. They're just like, oh, you know what, you fit a profile, let's do this with you, and put him in a yeah.
Like if you're gonna do it right.
Mhm.
Very few people have done it right, and I think the best in the last couple years is Rusev.
The ones that are done right are the ones that were given a chance to, have time to do it, like organically, like Rusev Day.
Yo, they botched one of the biggest factions possible with that League of Nations.
No, they botched it with Nexus. Let's get that.
Oh,
straight.
that's no, but that League of Nations was. I mean, everybody there had to put, like, you could have had your world champion, your tag team champion, your intercontinental champion, but nah, they.
Nexus could have been. The
Well,
next
yeah,
NWO.
no, well that's a whole other story within itself. I mean,
been the Bullet Club.
but nah, that was just that was just a mess. But that's a whole other story within itself. But yeah, so yeah, like Rusev has been killing it. That Rusev Day shit is awesome.
Every day.
But it is sad that you have to turn shit into jokes. You know what I mean? Like everything's a joke, and like they don't think it's gonna get over. But you have some people that are so talented at what they do, like Damian Sandow. Like I know Vince was like, oh, nobody's gonna care about this shit, ha ha ha. And then Sandow went over with it, and that's what happens when you let guys be creative. But anyways, but yeah, back to New Japan. New Japan was awesome. Wrestle Kingdom 12 was awesome. So what was your match of the night, X? I know this is tough, but
Yeah. I would have to say that Fatal 4-Way that got me more animated.
yeah, I think that was
That was the match of the night.
yeah, that
That's
was
the
definitely the
match
match
of
of the
the
night.
year right
But I will say one thing now, like talking about the Okada Naito match, even with the outcome, it makes a lot of sense, and it actually makes it like a lot higher on the spectrum. because like I was just looking at it like, damn, Okada's just gonna make his run go on a little longer. But yeah, it does make a lot of sense. But yeah, I guess we're all in agreement on that Fatal 4-Way.
My second match is a tie between the United States title match and then I guess I'll put Jericho and Omega, then the junior heavyweight tag title match. That spot fest.
Yeah, we should make, like, in the next episode, we should actually make a list just for the hell of it, or just put it on Facebook or whatever, or Instagram, or something like that.
You just made the list.
Yeah, because this is one of those things that, like, every match was good. It was solid. There was no bad match. But yeah,
I mean, I watched it live, and that was late.
Yeah, this guy watched it at 2, 3 in the morning.
All the way
having
to
go to work.
all the way to 8 o'clock, and there was some parts where I was drowsy, but that was like during the entrances, but when the match kept flowing, I woke up.
And that's not their fault. It's just that
No,
because
no,
you
no.
were up
Yeah.
at it
Yeah,
at
that's not
natural
your fault.
time.
Watching it with us, he almost had a good nap.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, this
he
guy-
did, like he did with Rogue One.
Yeah, this guy suicided it, and he had to go to work.
No, but the thing is, I already saw it though.
I know,
Oh, that's why I did.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So if you're willing to stay up to 2 in the morning, just to start watching something, not
For
stay
6
up,
hours,
not to stay
you
up,
have to-
not to stay up till 2 in the morning watching it like it's already happening. No, he waited till 2 in the morning to start watching it just to have to go to work tomorrow. I mean the next, that same day.
And mind you, he had
So,
to stick through that whole
I-
freaking intermission
I mean, yeah.
after the battle
But
royal.
either way, yeah, you stood up that whole time just to watch it, just to go to work. So like that goes to show you how good and important this shit is. Ain't nobody doing that for WrestleMania.
No.
Like dude, every WrestleMania I went. Well, actually, even most of the pay-per-views when I was working, like remember I would go to sleep like after like a certain match.
I mean, I don't blame you. WrestleMania is like it's nothing for me to be like, be excited about anymore. I felt like that for the past 6-7 years.
And you know what? It's bad that they put all the really good matches in the front of the card.
Yeah.
I mean, who opened WrestleMania? It was this year. It was
AJ Styles and
AJ
Shane McMahon.
AJ Styles and Shane McMahon, and then it was Jericho and Kevin Owens, right?
So I don't remember who opened it.
That's what I'm saying, like,
nothing from WrestleMania is memorable.
Shane and Styles.
Wait, when was KO and Kevin Owens? I mean, KO and Jericho. That was SummerSlam or WrestleMania?
That was WrestleMania and Payback.
Okay, so that's the thing. So look, those two matches were at the beginning of the card, ish, or first half. AJ. Well, I mean, I guess because it was Shane McMahon, nobody expected that. But either way, still, and then you get the main events that are trash. So like Survivor Series, I fucking care about that shit. This was bad.
This Survivor Series was horrible.
Yeah, dude, like that whole Triple H angle, like
I'm reading the thing. There was like, yeah, these people they got their shine. I'm like, no, that's not how it is.
dude, Shinsuke was the first one eliminated.
Dude, they just did their taunts and like, okay, you did your taunt out of there. You did it
Yeah.
out of there. There was no. Remember when Ziggler won?
Yes, that was big.
That yeah.
And I
Even
didn't even
the year
watch that
before,
one.
even year before when Wade Barrett won, that was that was enjoyable.
You should put over the younger or
But-
the guys that need it. Like like the last 4 people was
What's the-
Triple H. The only guy that should have been in there was Braun Strowman. Triple H, Kurt Angle, John Cena, and Braun Strowman.
It was stupid. I think they never had a plan to be like, all right, let's just do this.
Mhm.
They
Yeah, the
it
first
was
two
dumb.
eliminated was freaking Nakamura and Bruce.
The two most popular guys
Right? The guys you need to push, like,
on that team gone.
Joe, then I think.
Well, no, they don't give a fuck about Joe, which is a shame because he's another guy
And I
that
think
should be the
Balor
champion.
was next.
If you want an intimidating guy that can go in and wrestle and be sick on the mic,
Yeah, and then
got
Balor
Samoa
was the
Joe.
next person from Raw that they eliminated.
yeah, see that,
The
yeah, it
two-
was the first.
The 4 people
Yeah, that
should
should've
have
been in there.
Been the final 4
Yeah.
were
Like Braun Strowman was the only guy, and you didn't even have him clean house. What they should have did is just have Braun Strowman go against five people. But anyways, whatever. So back to the point. New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom 12 was dope as hell. Like I always tell people, like if you're a wrestling fan, pay the subscription, man. It's $10 a month, and you get like especially you don't have to do it any time of the year, but do it during G1.
I would recommend if you don't want to do it for the whole year, I recommend, of course, Wrestle Kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
G1, and Dominion.
Yeah, because at least with G1, you get it's probably the most wrestling you get for that month.
Yeah, G1 actually, yeah, G1, yeah, you will get the most quality wrestling. You get
Yeah.
like 5, 6 match of the year contenders
Yeah.
in that 1 month.
Cause like I don't, cause the thing is too, like with like Wrestle Kingdom, like if you're gonna buy a pay per view, I mean it's just $10 anyways. But if you're gonna buy, well, we sound like we're working for them. But if you're gonna buy a subscription just to watch one event, I mean I kind of get it. But if like at least with G1 you get different
Yeah.
combinations and you get a like it's literally like maybe 3, 4, 5 days a week of wrestling.
I mean,
So you get to put it on whenever and not miss a beat.
for me, like, well, this past summer was like the first time I followed G1 from top to bottom. I mean, I always, but this before I had this subscription, I always like just find out. I just like randomly, hey, what matches in the G1? What match? Whatever. Not knowing the story, not knowing the structure, whatever. I just want to. But now I'm watching this for the first time this past summer. I was like, yo, this is just like bracket busting shit.
Dude, we made it a thing. I mean, dude, like you go back to the podcast, like how many like we were like all the
predictions
time.
and
every
and
day.
It was cool, man.
I want to say we missed maybe less than 5 G1s, Chris, right? G1 match days, because we were on point with that. We missed, like I said, maybe we missed less than 5. I know that.
No. I think
I did. I missed like less than 5.
the only thing we skipped was like the pre-show, the tag matches. Like if anything,
I actually
no,
watched
we
those.
missed maybe no more than like 3 days.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, like me and Chris, because there was some days where you didn't come, or we would watch the half. Like me and Chris, like we would watch it like every time. We just missed like 3 days. Like that, dude. That's
that G1 shit was.
dude. Like I said, going back every match, Kojima, the Blue Justice, like guys like that, Goto, I forget the chain guy,
Togi,
yeah, Mugabe, yeah. Like guys like that who are really not gonna win it, and they put on fucking amazing matches. Like anything that Zack Sabre Jr. or Koda or Tanahashi or Kenny or Okada was in, or Sonata or Yano, we were watching it. So it's like I always recommend like if you're really into wrestling and like I know like a lot of people they're into WWE and that's all they know. Like if you want to see like good product, like dude, you don't even have to understand who's who, just to get a good feel of it. I mean, my first couple of New Japan events being Dominion and actually G1 was like my second. Like I went from Dominion to the whole G1 thing, and the climax, but I mean the special, but that was leading to G1, and I didn't know a lot of who, what, where, but dude, I caught on quick and I was loving it. And I want to say like 70% of the matches we watched were in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember the first time watching, I was like, oh, this is weird. Then boom, I loved it. So like like it's definitely worth watching. So like I said, if you're a wrestling fan, if you're not, don't bother. If you like Roman Reigns, I don't really think you should watch it in Japan. But no, seriously though. But it was a great show, and I'm happy I got to watch it, and I'm gonna watch it again. Like I said, I have to watch it in Japanese, man. I have to. Like it's I have to hear their reactions because I mean, X heard the Tanahashi and Koda reaction the other day. This dude after the suplex, he was like, oh, awesome shit. But yeah, so we got the New Year's Dash. When is that? Tomorrow, right? Yeah, so that's a casual thing. I didn't know that, so we could. I'm still gonna watch it though. Like
I'm just gonna read the spoilers or whatever. But if anything if I read whatever I like, then I'm just gonna look it up real quick and sign up and be like, well, and watch that. I'm
just hoping a certain somebody makes some kind of appearance. Yo, just show like a vignette with like hair. I'll know who it is.
That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for somebody to be like, yo, I was, this dude was spotted at a Japanese airport. I was like, oh, dude, Tokyo?
Yo, I'm gonna go and like if that happens, I'm gonna go find crack and sell it and go out to Japan and make sure I'm there because dude, that's something. I don't mark out much for I don't mark out at all for WWE. I think the only time I really marked out was when Ziggler cashed in, and I didn't even see it live. So Yeah, I mark out with New Japan. I mean, mind you, this people I don't even really know like that. So Ziggler comes this way, dude. Anyways, but yeah, so it's been a while. All right, we got to get back to you more. I mean, there's a lot of shit I got to talk about. Some movies. We should definitely do the top 10 list. I know we're late by people's standards, but I mean, fuck it. Like, you know, there's still a lot of stuff we can appreciate from last year or whatever. So, I got my top 10 movie list ready. I actually had to make some alterations because The Devil's Candy technically didn't come out last year, so I have to take that off. Because if that's the case, if I put movies that just I saw last year, shit, I could put a lot of stuff that I didn't really catch right away. But that I do want to do the top 10 matches of 2017. And yeah, this little list. I mean, dude, who's to say when we can and can't do shit,
Yeah,
right?
just like the whole top 10, just like give me a heads up like when you want to do it because
Yeah, you gotta
I
put
want-
your list together.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want. I'm not gonna be on the spot because I want you to have like a list and even like explanations why it's on there. Yeah, I just don't want it to be like random shit. Like Chris too, this dude's slacking. He don't know how to put lists together. Talking about we didn't see enough movies. I know you played enough games to make a top 10 game list.
I mean, I haven't really finished them
But
at all.
have you played?
I
Like,
played 'em.
Okay, that's enough then, dude. Wait, yo, let me tell you something. Like, I remember I put out a review review of Breath of the Wild. I didn't finish the game, and I told people I didn't finish the game, and I got shit for that. Like, yo, like there's some games where you can play, and like you play for a good amount of time, like you get the gist of it. Dude,
Yeah.
I just beat GTA 5 for the first time this year. Well, last year. But anyways, whatever. So yeah, we'll be coming back with some lists. I know we've been kind of dormant. I know I'm not putting this on X because it's not his fault, but he has been working his ass off. But it's not his fault.
Yeah, schedule's coming light right now, so I should be back. Not like y'all care anyway.
Yeah, I know, right? Our
You know,
5 listeners.
They don't love me.
No. I think they miss Hug City.
Uh,
I really think they miss Hug City.
Hug City will always be here, no matter how much you don't love me.
But yeah, we definitely we've got a bunch of top 10 lists or at least top lists. It doesn't have to necessarily be 10 because like as far as like games I played last year that came out last year, I haven't played that much. Fucking Rainbow Six Siege just consumed my life.
That's a big surprise because this dude doesn't even play first-person shooters.
There's very few like Borderlands. I played This is something I kind of want to talk about in the podcast. I played Call of Duty World War II. Good game, but dude, there was one level in there that I felt challenged. Like everything else is like you die. It's inevitable.
It's a casual game.
It is. I played Titanfall. Titanfall was sick. Battlefield. I played it for a little bit, dude. Battlefield is hard.
Yeah. There was some
Battlefield is
challenging,
fucking hard. I'm
challenging moments in that game.
Yeah, dude, that shit is like it's a culmination of a lot of things, dude. It was hard flying.
But in Titanfall, did you put on hard mode? Because when I play the games, I usually put it on hard mode.
I played on like normal. I don't play it on
normal.
easy.
These days, normal games are not really
No.
hard.
No. I like if it's a game like
when
that.
when I'm playing Call of Duty, I always put like on the veteran or some shit.
Persona was hard if you don't level up, right?
Well,
RPGs
that's
don't
any
have
RPGs.
RPGs don't have really.
No,
There's
they
no not really. I mean,
RPGs don't have like a
They don't
level.
have settings,
No,
really.
no.
Persona has difficulty settings.
but I think RPGs they don't need difficulty
No.
settings anyways because there's
If
just
it's
a level
hard, you
of-
grind. That's it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Simple as that.
But yeah, like I usually play like at normal. I don't play on easy. That I know. Like unless I mean I've never done that where I want to breeze through a game and I'm just trying to because I think it's stupid. And personally, like I don't know how people review games like in the first couple days it comes out. Like I feel like you lose the satisfaction of unless you genuinely want to play it and run through it. But like if you're just rushing through a game, like imagine
You're
like
not doing the whole thing.
no, it's not. Yeah, because you're not getting the whole gist of it. Like playing something like Skyrim or Witcher or Breath of the Wild or Horizon, rushing through that shit. Like, dude,
You can't speedrun those games.
I mean, you can.
No, you can, but what's the fucking point?
But
That's
don't,
what I'm saying, you
Yeah,
don't-
you speed running after you did everything you need to do for the first time.
Yeah, dude, when I played Breath of the Wild, I spent about 2 months. Like, I would gradually do missions, like, main missions. But I really spent a big part of that time playing, just exploring. Like, or when I play, especially if it's an RPG game, I don't run through the main missions because I want to build up my, level and skill, and, because then it's just like fucking suicide. But anyway, so I played World War II, solid game. but like I said, it was. I didn't really feel challenged. Like I respect it for what the campaign was. We all know that's a multiplayer game. Titanfall though, Titanfall is obviously a multiplayer game. Like that's what it's made for. And the multiplayer is fun. I love the combination of pilots and Titans. It's very well balanced. Like when you're on either end of the field. I like that they have that wave mission thing or whatever, which is cool. I like the customization. That's probably my favorite thing about playing games online. But the story was challenging and it was fun, and it was intriguing.
Yep.
Like it kind of reminded me a little bit of Borderlands. It had sort of like that.
The level designs are
Oh,
great.
dude, that final sequence where you're like, the planet's exploding
Yeah.
and you're like bouncing off the, you wall grinding and
Yeah.
shit. Like that was sick. But then, like I said, I played Battlefield for a little while. Dude, that shit was challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Like not counting that first level, you're supposed to die. Like that's funny how they tell you, you're not meant to survive this.
Yeah.
Like you're just running through randomly dying. But and then like all right, Siege, it's a multiplayer only game. Like it's outside of the situations and shit. But dude, the fact that game is so tactical, it makes you want to come back and get better.
And it's still growing too. I mean, what
Yeah.
it's cheap. It's like $20 right now, something like
Yeah,
that.
it's $20. If you could grind to
You-
get the characters, but if you want to
for
pay like
$20, that's more value than it is right now. Than I bought it the first day for like $60.
that's another thing too. I've noticed that games like that, like you look at GTA Online, you look at Rainbow Six, you look at Division. I heard it got better. I think Wildlands, No Man's Sky, Destiny, those games, Battlefront, those games, like you get them later on in their life cycle. Granted, you're gonna have people that are better than you, because like I'm playing with people, and these people know in Rainbow Six, they know these maps like by the back of their hand, and they getting at you because you just been playing this shit for a week, and like dude, I don't fucking know the map.
You
the
know
way
what's
you
funny
do.
about Rainbow Six? Of all of all the online,
Mhm.
that's the one of the least toxic online community.
Kind of. My experiences are mad annoying, dude. Like
I mean, you got some annoying. Of course, you're going to have some annoying, but I mean, then again, it's like depends like the popularity of the game.
yeah.
Because like I remember when I played Call of Duty, always some kids like, "Hey, your mother this, your mother that," for no freaking reason.
Yeah,
And
I haven't got the your mother things. I get that in GTA, but the thing with Rainbow Six is like, you have people that like you're on the same team, and they're fucking cursing at people, killing their own team, like retarded shit like that. I'm like, dude,
I mean, yeah,
we're a team. Let's work together. You know?
I mean, it's not.
yeah, it's not.
It's,
Perfect.
you can't like escape that. But
Like, remember that?
Oh, dude, I'm glad I've never played Call of Duty online like that, because I know that
but
community is.
but the thing is, from for the most part, I mean, yeah, I know there's some people like some superstars and whatever,
Yeah.
but that doesn't bother me because I don't care if I win or losing. I just want to
Yeah.
have fun.
Dude, with Rainbow Six, if you're really that good, you should be playing in ranked or playing in the league.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
if
I
you're
don't
playing
even.
casual, you're pussy.
I
like,
don't even play. Honestly, I don't even play ranked. I did that once when me and Dreamer we was playing and all that.
can
I
imagine it.
mean, it's same thing. Same experience you get in casual. It's just that like you can't drop out basically.
Yeah, you can't drop out. You can't kick people.
and-
There's little differences, but
yeah,
it's the same experience.
yeah, and
you actually get more maps in casual than you do in
Yeah.
in ranked.
I mean, and yeah, for the most part, the community has been very cool.
Yeah, outside of your dumbasses, because my thing is like it's funny the second you hop into a game, a lobby, like people are voting to kick you. So like
Yeah.
sometimes, I have my mic on mute because I know nobody else has their mic on, and then like I start playing. He has been voted to get
Yeah,
kicked.
I get
and I
that.
put on my mic. I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I getting kicked for? Like, dude, I didn't do anything. And then the funny thing is when you get voted to get kicked and you're the last person there, you win the round for everybody,
Yeah.
and you start seeing that like you're getting kills, and it's like that's another thing too. Like people like, oh, I got more kills. We won the match, right?
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
like good for you. We won the match. Just go get more kills.
Yeah. No matter how good you are, you could get waxed by anybody. Yeah, it's people like that. Like, cause like I play with Jake. Jake doesn't do that shit. Like we joke around with each other. Jake and one of our other friends, we actually like, yeah, we'll joke around with each other. Like we get annoyed sometimes, but it's like we play the game to have fun. Like I said, if you're that good at it, either play ranked, don't play casual, or go to those e-leagues and make money out of it, become famous on it.
Yeah, so don't belittle a bunch of people who just like escaping work just to play
Right?
video games and all that.
Dude, well now I have the opportunity to do so, but I wish like that I've always been able to just sit there and play video games and not have to spend money on video games and have somebody buy me it and buy me all the DLC and all that shit. Grown ass people. But yeah, there's a lot to talk about. Like, yeah, I got that. Great game. Like, I initially got it for $20, but then I saw that they had the gold edition for sale, and I wanted to get some of the characters without having to, spend a million hours playing it or dishing out more money. And then I was able to trade the original for $15, so it was like $5 less than I bought it for. So I was like, all right, cool. And then whatever. But got to play a lot of shit, which was great.
You gotta play some Overwatch, my man.
Yeah, Chris rented Overwatch. I played it for a little bit, and I mean, I have to play it with my friends, I'm sure, but I'm just like, I know the game is supposed to be simple, but I'm like, dude, just give me that Rainbow Six, man. I love that Rainbow Six shit. It's like, I feel like...
Overwatch is a casual.
Yeah. No, excuse me. It's not to the cosplayers.
No.
Yeah, they take that shit like they treat it like it's the holy grail of a video game.
Like it's funny.
But I do like the costumes in there. Sorry, like I do like the special costumes, but I'm not spending my entire life trying to get those costumes. I'm already doing that with Rainbow Six.
Oh yeah.
Fucking 10,000 renown just to get a white skin for my gun to make it look like a stormtrooper.
No,
But
it's funny
what?
that Jeremy, when he sent the message to the group chat, he said, anybody want to play Overwatch or Call of Duty? And he goes, except for, but Roman can't play because Danny's too stuck on Rainbow Six.
Of course. I mean, dude, that game, I've always wanted to play it. It's just that, like, never had the time. Now I have the time, and I could fucking play, and it's fucking fun. I don't care, like, how not that great I am, but I am a beast with Capkin, though. Capkin's a fucking beast, dude. I love that dude. But anywho, so we do have a lot to talk about. Like, I did get to see Star Wars, and I have a lot to say about that. We got our top 10 list, movies, video games, and all that stuff. So I'm definitely gonna make a better attempt to come through with more episodes. And like I said, it's not X's fault that we haven't done stuff. I'm just saying that if we did episodes and he wasn't present, it's because he was busting his ass working. But yeah, so things are changing, and it is a new year, so new year, new us.
Yay.
Yeah, right. But anywho, so yeah, Wrestle Kingdom was awesome, and if you managed to sit through this 2 hours of us blabbing about it, then you are the best, and we will see you soon. And any parting words, X?
Hugs all day.
Yeah, Hug City has not left. It is still open for business. It's free business. Just, yeah, so Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Three Kings Day, and Chinese New Year is coming up soon, so I wish I was Chinese. Anyways, peace. Oops. Chris says take care now, bye-bye then. And he loves you. And he wants to hug you too. Free Nick.